7 critical things to check prior to buying any piece of land. Environmental reports, phase 1 or phase 2. Have the engineer review the reports very carefully. Easement or right of way. You really need to see all the easements the property has, and if there's a right of way for any adjoining properties or any other segment on the properties, that should be clearly analyzed. Zoning. It's very important to analyze whether the proposed use is part of the current zoning or not. Utilities are another very important piece of information which you need to review, whether it is available on site or how far it is, because that difference can really make and break the deal. Restrictive covenants, that's a very important piece which you need to review very carefully. There could be an instance where an existing owner might have severed the properties and is trying to sell a smaller portion of his adjoining property. He might have registered some restrictive covenants on the title itself. So you really need to know, ask all the required questions, ensure that there's no restrictive covenants, because that could impact your proposed use. Usable area. It could be a 10-acre parcel where half of the land might be under conservation. Or there could be a creek running right in the middle of the property, and that might waste almost all the property, or could be half of the property might be shear waste where you cannot develop. FAR, that's a floor area ratio. It's a ratio between land and building. The higher the ratio, the better it is for the buyer, because you can build more as compared to the lower ratio. There are more information you definitely need to review, but these are some of the critical things which I've addressed. Once again, all my realtors colleagues or investors, if you want to know more, feel free to contact me or any of our realtors at Pontus Realty for further information.